Now I don't care if I miss you. I'm moving on as far as I can see.
Well, a big thanks to David Gallagher. It is Wednesday. It's 10 o'clock. It's Wednesday night sessions. In the studio with me today, helping out with things, we have Mr. Martin Bowen, music video maker extraordinaire. How are you, Martin?
I'm good, Ronnie.
Welcome to Irvine Beat FM.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. Now, next track up on Wednesday night sessions, we're going to have Seaside Sons. Now, you made the video with this band, Love Shines On.
I certainly did. Yes, it's the second video that I've worked with the guys and I enjoy working with them. It was an interesting video, should we say. So it's worked out quite well.
We shall keep all the saucy stuff for while the record's playing. Also in session tonight, singer-songwriter Sandy McFadyean. We'll be talking to Sandy in a couple of songs' time. We'll be having a chat, and Sandy will be playing a few tunes as well. It's time to say hello to my guest, Sandy McFadyean. Sandy, welcome to Irvine Beat FM.
Aye, thanks for asking me, Ronnie. I'm happy to be here.
And thanks for coming at very short notice.
Thank you. Aye, well, I thought I'd better come and help you out, Ronnie.
Of course. Now, Sandy, you've been rehearsing today or tonight. What you got planned? What's coming up that you're rehearsing for just now?
There's loads happening tonight. I mean, it's all go at the moment. But I'm between. I've done recording an EP, a 4-track EP at the moment, which is in the can. And we're just at the stage just now, just getting the artwork together and just getting the kind of physical product out for folk to listen to. But and another side of things, I've just been kind of gigging my socks off really over this last wee while, just down in Ayrshire. So it's been good fun. So I was rehearsing tonight. I've got a gig in the Twa Dogs on Friday.
Nice one.
And then we've got a bigger gig, a 90-minute slot.
Wow.
Next Friday, a week on Friday. And Elliott's and Prestwick. So that's the bands.
I was going to say that's with the Sanny Band.
That's with Sanny Band. I didn't name it as Sanny Band. I don't have a name.
Is that just a nickname that people have said?
It was Carol for Acoustic Bliss down at the Twa Dogs. I don't know if you know Carol Mark Bailey. The amazing luthier. They do their kind of live thing on a Thursday night, and I think she gets so fed up with me getting up with different musicians that she decided she was calling us a Sanny Band. So whether it will stay that way, I'm not sure, Ronnie, but aye, for the moment, the Sanny Band it is.
And what it is, the Sanny Band consists of whoever turns up with you on the night.
Aye, I mean there's regulars. There's Ian Newlands for Air. He's on guitar with us all the time. He's pretty much there with me doing solo stuff as well. So we'll be the kind of regulars, and then we've got big Stevie McCann on bass down for South Ayrshire as well. So, and then basically whoever else turns up can probably have a go.
I love that. I just love that. People, if they turn up, they play. That's it.
Aye.
So, Sandy, you're going to do first song for us.
First song, it's called the Ardere Peninsula Blues. It's just a song that I kind of made up based on a few conversations with some pals and stuff I've been reading locally. So I'll give you a listen to it.
Take it away when you're ready.
Myself the other day on the finer side of town, with all them folks in their fancy cars and the roofs that folded down, and a young woman standing in the door of the house of all my friends. She said they moved away a while ago and not to knock her door again. There's broken windows in my house and an empty fireplace and a busted couch, broken windows in my head, and I'm thinking for some time that I'm better off dead, and the pop-in opens up at 9 if I can wait that long, and they'll heave me out at 11 a.m. saying I've been there too long. So I'll get me some cold bridge table wine and I'll head down Ardere Sand 'cause I hear there's a picture of burns down there. I never seen it, but they say it's grand. There's broken windows in my house and an empty fireplace and a busted couch, broken windows in my head. And I'm thinking for some time I'm better off dead. And they threw me off the nudist beach that's found near ICI. They said, son, you can't tear off all your clothes, go screaming at the sky. But those naked folks there, I can't complain, they really made my day. They gave me salad bowls and some well-fired rolls. They sent me on my way. There's broken windows in my house and an empty fireplace and a busted couch, broken windows in my head. And I'm thinking for some time I'm better off dead. And I lay down in the estuary and got talking to a seal. And he told me about St. Winnin's curse that only seals could heal. He said this water's fine for swimming, man. If you're a seal, it's cool and clear. But don't you tarry too long in the water, boy. They'll drag you out at the big idea. There's broken windows in my house and an empty fireplace and a busted couch, broken windows in my head. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm better off dead. Broken windows in my house and an empty fireplace and a busted couch, broken windows everywhere I go. Broken windows everywhere I go, and ain't it so?
Fantastic. Sandy McFadyean performing live on Wednesday night sessions. Now, Sandy, I love the lyrics of that song. Very good.
Thanks, aye. It didn't take long to write, but that way it's not the deepest song I've written so far.
Did I hear the word Coat Bridge mentioned in there?
Aye, it was the term Coat Bridge table wine. It was, I think it refers to a popular wine made by monks.
Made by monks.
Aye, round about the area. no harm to folk for Coat Bridge.
I was kind of thinking maybe you were about to tell me that's where you were from.
No. I don't know whether that's fortunately or unfortunately, but no for there.
Anyway, we'll talk to you in a wee bit, Sandy. Now, Sandy, I've got to ask, how would you describe your music?
Well, it's just there's a bit of blues in it. Where I'm from really is blues and the kind of alternative country scene that came out of the 80s and in America. So that is kind of just acoustic based, I would say, and normally a story or something about a moment in time. That's nothing too fancy. That's really what I'm aiming for, and stuff that folk hopefully will listen to and get. Nothing too deep either, you know.
So tell me about the EP. I mean, have you got an idea when it's going to be coming out?
Aye, it's definitely coming out sometime, Ronnie.
I love that.
So I don't know. We've got nothing really settled yet, but it's on its way, and it's quite an exciting time because we're finally seeing the product there, and we're going to get it together just to get an event booked, really, to get it launched. So
has it all been mixed?
It's all been mixed. It's all finalised. It's all ready to go.
And is it all secret stuff just now?
Aye, it's a wee bit secret squirrel at the moment. I might give you a sneaky wee listen to it, but I'm at that stage where I've listened to it so many times now that I'm ready for the next thing. But it's trying to it's getting something out into it. It's trying to get, especially with the first time in the studio. I've found it really quite a labour, and I didn't realise just how much work goes into these things. You would be surprised how many people actually come on this show and say that the EP's out now, but I've already wrote 4 songs for the next one. I mean, we were talking earlier, I'll bring Martin in here, and we were talking about, like, Scott. I mean, Scott Nicol would come on here to promote. He's got a new album out, but Scott would come on, do 1 song from it, and then it would be 3 new songs.
3 or 4 new songs. He just pulls them out the hat. I don't know where he gets them from. I think Scott is constantly songwriting.
Yeah.
He's constantly coming up with new ideas. He's phenomenal. So I've got a lot of respect for Scott, as he knows.
Sandy, would you class yourself as a prolific songwriter?
No, not at all, Ronnie. I'd struggle with it quite a lot. I find it doesn't come easy to me. It can take a while for me to write a song. There's been a couple of kind of off the cuff ones that I've done quite quickly, but I tend to kind of work away at it and just write notes, write ideas and lines, and then pull it together when I need to, really. Or when I feel there's the ideas formed. But no, I don't find it easy at all. I wish I did find it easy. I wish I was. I wish it came a bit quicker.
I've got musician friends who actually have their phone at the side of their bed, so if they get an idea, they wake up with this idea, maybe out of a dream, and they get the phone and they record it onto their phone.
I've done that.
That must really upset the wife.
I wake up with melodies that I forget 2 minutes after I get up in the morning. But it's a curious thing, songwriting, and it's I find it difficult. You know.
So you're going to do a second song for us now?
Aye, well, for Scott's thing, this is a brand new song. I've not done this anywhere. I played it at the weekend, but I'll give it to you now. It's a song. I was talking to the guy recording my album, Scott Wanstall, down at Centurion Sound, down in Ayr, and we were talking about songs about the rain and the clouds and the sunshine and the stars and all that. And I thought, well, I'm going to put all those themes into one song, get it out of the way, so that we can get all the cliche into one song, and then hopefully go into something else. So I'll play it for you now. It's called Above the Rain. New covers don't suit your threadbare chair, where you've sat for 30 years. And if I'd been that chair sitting witness there, I'd have crumbled beneath my tears. But that's what happened, and I suppose it's true. I can suffer the burden, but I can't suffer you. You left in June to go and live elsewhere. Your friends lead me to believe, but the pain while there never lasted, to be fair. I was too drunk and selfish to grieve. And you're a man who says you'll love and be true, but it's only reflecting the love you have for you. But it occurred to me then, as it occurs to me now, that above this rain there's stormy clouds, and above these clouds there's sunshine, and beyond that sun there's stars. And if you're gone, you're gone, but things go on and on. Aye, things go on and on. And what we should do is knock sense into you, but I try to tell them no, because what's done can't be undone, as they say. It was your house, and you got your way. And what's said can't be unsaid, then or now. And I know the reasons, but I don't know how. But it occurred to me then, as it occurs to me now, that above this rain there's stormy clouds, and above these clouds there's sunshine, and beyond that sun there's stars. And if you're gone, but things go on and on. Aye, things go on and on. Aye, things go on and on. Things go on and on. Things go on and on. Things go on and on.
If you want to watch some stuff here live, I mean, Martin Bowen, being the man he is, I mean, he's a music video maker, he's a photographer, and he is actually, he's got us on Facebook Live, but you have to go to his page, Martin Bowen Photographer.
Yep, on Facebook, we're on live. I like to capture moments of history.
Moments in time.
Yeah, moments in time.
And that's what the sessions here is about as well. We've got Peter, who is my one-man film crew, and he captures it all.
He does.
And that's out there forever and ever. Anyway, our guest today is Sandy McFadyean. Sandy, you were playing Press Fest, weren't you?
Aye, I managed to get a booking on the Saturday at the Wick, just a very last minute thing, so I was well chuffed to have a slot at it. It's some festival for a pop-up festival. It's just absolutely brilliant.
I was down at the Wick on Friday night to see like the Ranzas, Seaside Sands, and of course Soldier On were playing as well, and it was a great night, and it was mobbed.
It was chock-a-block on Saturday as well.
You were playing outside, weren't you?
We were playing out the back.
Yeah.
And it was good because it was just a PA right next to the barbecue, funnily enough. But it was a great gig. We really enjoyed it, and trying out a new band as well. So it was just excellent. We really did fine. It was
another version of the Sandy Band.
Another incarnation of it again. And then I was back down on Sunday. I did a few slots on Sunday. I was playing the golf for an open mic, and then I was at an open mic, the Blues Club in the Twee Dugs, that John Duffy runs this Sunday, and then I was back in Elliot's and did a couple of sets in Elliot's at night at the Acoustic Bliss open mic. So it was all open stuff on the Sunday, but really enjoyed it. It was great, absolutely shattered when I got home, but it was such a good day.
When you're doing so many like slots in the one day, how do you decide what you're going to do? Do you just say, right, I'm picking 5 or 6 songs and that's what you play at each?
It's not even as organised as that, I don't think.
So it's very organic.
There's a kind of a bank of songs, and usually between Ian and I we'll kind of discuss what we feel like at the time, and that's really similar. We get criticised for never having a set list, and it's probably an idea that we put one together at some point. I think we just let it happen most of the time. I think there's something good for that, to just go up and play what you feel you want to play. Yeah. I think it's good if you're losing people as well. I've seen it sometimes, if you're starting to lose the audience a wee bit, it's good to mix it up a wee bit and try and bring folk back in, in my experience anyway, my very limited experience. Anyway, Sandy, you're going to do another song for us on the show? Aye, I'll do. This is one of the first ones I wrote. This is Old Man's song. It was based on a conversation in a wet afternoon drinking in the Alpine Lodge in Glasgow. Oh, the famous Alpine Lodge. It was great. It was just an old boy was just telling me his sad old life story, and hustled me for drinks, and I was quite happy to pay the money, to be honest, to listen to it. So this is his story. I'm living with some better regrets, and I don't think I'll live for long. I think I might have lived a bit too fast when I was young, and I've never had a happy day, and the days I've had my fill. Though there might be some half-remembered ones I've lost to booze and pills, but my memories are lassies' tunes and drinking with the boys. They're worth far more to me than all your fancy worldly toys. And a single man I've always been, and will be till I die. So off you go, you married men, and kiss it all goodbye. And I've never seen rain that washed the world that could wash the pain for me. After Emily wrote all those years ago, she was holding out for me. And I suffered for bad advice for them, the way a dog would suffer fleas. So why don't you let go of me and give a man some peace? 'Cause my memories are lassies' tunes and drinking with the boys. They're worth far more to me than all your fancy worldly toys. And a single man I've always been and will be till I die. So off you go, you married men, and kiss it all goodbye. Was told to keep my head down and work for honest pay. It's no great work, but you'll get on and something'll come your way. But work was a factory window, I facing a concrete wall, and for years a slave for idiots, for next to bugger all. And the good book says life's a whisper, son, just a bit of morning dew. And I believe that as far as it goes, that bit's surely true. And the only other truth I know, as far as I can see, is life ends at a destination where no one wants to be. But my memories are lassies' tunes and drinking with the boys. They're worth far more to me than all your fancy worldly toys. And a single man I've always been and will be till I die. So off you go, you married men, and kiss it all goodbye. So spend your wages on a bug, or dancing, or a drink, and don't waste too much time on things other folk tell you to think. And at the end, when it's all wound down and the evening of life is cool, just you mind a poor old man like me and see if I'm such a fool. 'Cause my memories are lassies' tunes and drinking with the boys. They're worth far more to me than all your fancy worldly toys. And a single man I've always been and will be till I die. So off you go, you married men, and kiss it all goodbye. Kiss it goodbye.
Sandy, you got a song for us?
I have. I'm going to do a version of In the Pines, which was covered famously by Nirvana. And Colin Boyd, the Rare Trade's been at me to sing it ever since I did it in his shop, and he's been at me the day to do it, so I thought I'd better keep in with him. This is for you, Colin.
I mean, they're moving shop.
He's moving, aye?
Yeah, he's moving to, I think it's the church across the road.
As long as he keeps in Coolwinning.
Oh, no, it's in Coolwinning, so it is. And it's going to have a proper stage. It's going to have a cafe in it.
Aye, he's a good lad.
He certainly is.
Really forward-thinking guy as well. And I think that, like, he's no scared to experiment. He's like,
no.
He's like, if something goes wrong, it's just like, right, let's go and do something else now. And it's, good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. So, Sandy McFadyean live on Irvine Beat FM. This is In the Pines.
In the pines, where the sun never shines, you shiver when the cold wind blows. Oh, little girl, what have I done to make you treat me so? You cause me to weep, you cause me to moan, you caused me to leave my home. In the pines where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. Oh, oh, oh. The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engine passed at 6 o'clock, and the cab went by at 9. In the pines where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. Oh, oh, oh. And I asked my captain for the time of day, and he said he'd thrown his watch away. And a long steel rail and a short cross tie, and I'm on my way back home. Little girl, what have you done to make me feel this way? You cause me to weep, you cause me to moan, you cause me to leave my home. So in the pines where the sun never shines, and you'd shiver when the cold wind blows. Oh, oh, oh. There, that was a live version.
Live here on 107.2 Urban Beat FM, and also live on Facebook as well via Martin Bone Photographer on Facebook. Sandy, great song there.
Aye, thank you. Thanks very much, Ronnie. It's a mixture of about 3 different versions of that song. It's got a bit of Lead Belly, a bit of Carter Family, and a bit of Nirvana all in the one track. So, aye, pleased to be able to play it in the show.
Now, Sandy, how can people find out about your music?
Sandy McFadyean Music and Facebook is where everything goes. So just look me up there. That's pretty much where I am all the time. That's where everything gets posted, all the photos. We'll talk about tonight on there as well. And if you want to get in touch with me, book me and pay me even, I'd be most appreciative. So that's the way to get a hold of me, really.
Sandy, got to say a big thanks for coming in tonight.
Oh, thank you, Ronnie. I've really enjoyed it. It's been great.
Looking forward to the EP.
Aye, we'll get it out. We'll get it along to you, and you'll be first to know.
Because I'll tell you, we have Hugh Fee does a blues show on Friday night. I think he might be interested in it as well.
Well, I'd be happy anytime at all, Ronnie. I'm yours.
Anyway, thank you very much, Sandy McFadyean.